Hello everyone, it's Joy, Stamp with Joy, and welcome to video number 2 for my Suite of the Month for February 2021 with the Ice Cream Corner Suite. It is on pages 49 and 48 of the January to June 2021 mini catalog, and until the end of February 28th, 2021, we are also doing celebration at Stampin' Up. And so therefore, for every $50 you spend here in the United States, Stampin' Up has a free celebration item. For at the $100 level, which is a level 2, you can get even greater value free items. So this is the card that I will be making for this video. It is a very cute, very easily put together gift holder card. And I've used a lot of the Designer Series paper in this Ice Cream Corner Suite. First, I have taken a half sheet of Pool Party, half sheet of the 8.5 inch by 11 inch cardstock. I have cut it the tall direction and then scored it at 5.5 and then again at 9 inches. This allows me to fold it in half and then at this next fold, it's going to fold into the inside to make a nice little pocket. Now, it is going to be best if we work from the inside out for this card. I've taken a piece of the Blackberry Bliss Purple Posy Designer Series paper, and I'm going to attach that to the outside of this little pocket with my snail. Leave a border on 3 sides, but put that right up. Maybe it'd be better if I do it this way. Put that right up to the edge of the end. And bring in the 1.5 inch circle punch. Turn upside down so I can see it through the window. Then I'm going to make just a little notch so that it will be easier to pull the gift card out. Tear and tape makes a great adhesive when you want something to stick really well and you're going to be sliding something in and out of it. So I'm going to put the tear and tape right on the very, very edge of this pocket. And just tear it. That's why it's called tear and tape. I notice I've got a tiny little bit of a jagged edge. To help when you have a jagged edge, take just a little sanding block and run that along that jagged edge, and it will get rid of those fuzzies for you just as quick as anything. I'm going to use my Take Your Pick tool to help me get this off, the edges of the paper off. Of course, I need to burnish it for a little bit first, and then this will help me loosen that paper up. burnish it a little bit and use the spatula edge to help me just lift that right up so that comes off very quickly. Closing that down, and we have a nice little pocket for our gift card. Now we're going to take a different piece, the ice cream cone piece of this designer series paper. As you can see on the back, it kind of looks like a waffle cone, so that would be fun to use in a project as well. And this is a layered piece of Blackberry Bliss. I'm using a skinny border, so my piece is just 1/8 inch larger than my designer series paper. I'm going to attach that onto the edge here, leaving just a little bit of a border around. Set that aside. I'm bringing in my Stamparatus to stamp the inside piece where my greeting is going to go. This is going to be a birthday card. So I've got the happy birthday from the sweet ice cream set. Let's get this inked up with Blackberry Bliss ink. I love the Stamparatus because if you don't get the strength that you want, the ink strength that you want the first time, yep, see, just like that. Now I can go back because it's in the same spot, ink it up again. Give it a nice little rub so we make sure that we get that Y. Oh, beautiful. See, second time is charm with the Stamparatus. Take that out. Bring my card sample back into focus. Turn my card around. Maybe this needs to dry a little bit. Hopefully it's dry enough. And if your seal doesn't start right away, just give it a little nudge with your finger and your thumb, and it'll start working again. Gonna line that up right next to this piece. There we go. Now we have the inside of our card. We can set that aside and start building the outside. Here's the old olive polka dot piece of the designer series paper. Attach that again with a skinny border, a 1/8 inch larger skinny border of the Bermuda Bay. And let's see, now we still have to do some more building, so I'm going to get this out of the way. I will put the measurements for these card pieces in the description of this video. Another skinny border. The basic white onto the Blackberry Bliss cardstock. And then that is going on to the Bermuda Bay, which is a larger layered border, which is 3/8 inch larger than the previous cardstock piece. It's time to do some punching. this is a great punch. It has the ice cream scoop and then the waffle cone. Cinnamon cider is what I'm using for the waffle cone. I'm going to put it in like this so I can have the maximum use of my cardstock. Oh, I don't want to close that up yet. This is a piece of petal pink. Nope, this is not petal pink. This is Blushing Bride. And put that punch away now. Now I'm bringing in cinnamon cider ink to stamp the waffle pattern onto this cone. Normally I would stamp and then punch, but for this particular punch, I think it's easier to punch and then stamp. Oh, that looks so cute. Now, I wanted this ice cream scoop to look kind of like it had an ice cream texture. So I took the Painted Texture 3D embossing folder and I ran a piece through already so you can see that nice bumpy kind of ice cream kind of texture. I'm also going to take one of the new blending brushes and Flirty Flamingo ink. I'm going to kind of do this over so we can highlight some of those areas. So it gives the ice cream even more dimension. I'm not doing it all over, just kind of doing some areas. Now you can see in the Designer Series paper, there's some little splatters on the ice cream. I want to mimic that on this ice cream scoop. So I'm going to take the Flirty Flamingo again, stamp off. Oh, did it do anything? There we go. There's just a little subtleness. Maybe I want it full strength. Let's do this again. Yes, I want it full strength. So that gives it even more texture. You know, it's going to have so much texture that you're going to want to eat it. Let's sweep those aside for a moment so that we can stamp our sentiment, which is the Treat Yourself from this set, and our Blackberry Bliss ink. We're going to stamp that on the end of this piece, and I did make it longer on purpose because we're going to tuck that under the cone, trim it off a little, and then tuck that under the cone. Let's grab my paper snips so that I can trim that a little bit and get some dimensionals. Let's do the minis. One in each corner. And some minis on the ice cream scoop. And I'm going to double up on those. So I'm going to stack them one on top of each other. line them up. There we go. Oh, that's going to rock a little bit. We're going to have to add a couple more. And double up again. So that there's double height. If I turn them to the camera, maybe you can see the difference. Oh, that's better. That's not rocking. Let's attach this greeting to our cone. So that it says treat yourself underneath there. And then we're going to start building it onto our matted piece. We want it to how are we? Yes, we're doing it about like so. That should be about right. Sometimes it's hard to tell. Get those paper pieces off so it sticks. And put our ice cream scoop on top of our waffle cone. Now it's time to do our ribbon. This is the Blackberry Bliss ribbon that comes with the suite. I have taken an angled 3-inch piece and then a longer piece. This is probably a little bit longer than I need, but I'm going to do a faux bow technique that I learned a long time ago. I'm going to create a little loop there and stick this short piece underneath that loop, and then I'm going to pull and tighten that around so that we have a nice flat bow. That works better if you're going to mail it, especially. Just play with it just a little bit. Now we're going to attach this piece that we have built up for a focal point onto our designer series paper piece. There we go. Now this is going to go underneath there just a little bit. Kind of tuck that in. And go right along the edge of our cardstock. Wrap it around. Give it some more adhesive back here. Oh, need some nudges. Make sure to pull that taut. Wrap it around the back. trim off our excess that we don't need. We can save that as another short piece for another card. Now we are almost finished with this card. That came together pretty easy, even if we did have to do some punching and stamping. There we go. Whoop! Don't do that. That was not a good thing to do. And this gets mounted on the front with a border around, matching what we've done on this piece here. Again, I will put the dimensions of my pieces in the description for the video. So that is project number 2 for my February 2021 Sweet of the Month, with the sweet ice cream set and the ice cream cone punch and the papers. The designer series papers are just so yummy that you could just eat them. That is one side, and here's the pattern side. And don't forget that until the end of the month, with a $50 order, you can get a free level 1, and with a $100 order, you can get a free level 2 or 2 level 1s in the celebration brochure. So I hope you've enjoyed my video, and I look forward to seeing you next time. Bye.